Our pets' heads are falling off!
You got anything? Anything from this weekend or anything? Any bones to saw? Anything?
Oh man. Okay.
Anything grind your gears or anything?
I have a bone to saw.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do. I brought one. I brought one of my own.
Nice. Did you bring some
Yeah.
bones?
Yeah. It's
What
a
song?
okay. So my bone is when you get a Amber Alert and it's just okay. There's a couple things about Amber Alerts that bother me. I'm one of the people, I want to get the Amber Alerts. I want to get them, especially little kids missing, what they last look like. I'll read that shit and I'll keep an eye out for the car and everything. Don't send an Amber Alert when it's a domestic squabble about like their dad kidnapped them or something. Okay. Don't send me an Amber Alert if their dad has them and he's not supposed to. Okay.
Yeah. So that I
I'm
think
not
I know what
involved
you're
in that.
talking about here. So what
Yeah.
happens here is like, let's say like a husband and wife are fighting, and the husband is just like, well, the
He
kids
doesn't
are
have
coming with
custody
me.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, they're coming with me, and then she is like, well, that she calls the cops, and she's like, he took my babies, he took my
Yeah.
kids, he's kidnapped them, but we know that's not. They have
Right.
not been
And
napped.
Just
These
hearing
kids have
you
not
talk
been
about
napped.
it, like I understand like sometimes maybe the dad is a dangerous person or the mom or whoever's taken them is a dangerous person. But also like that's the police's job. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to get involved. How am I supposed to know that the mom isn't the bad parent and the dad's taking them away from her because she's the abuse? You know what I mean? Like just if they get kidnapped by a stranger, I'm on the lookout. I'm helping you out. But if it's a domestic issue, don't wake me up at 3 a.m. telling me that Jenny and Bobby's dad has them and he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
And by the way, they live in Houston. Like
so
far away from me. I don't need to know about it.
So Amber Alerts are statewide. Is that?
I think so, yeah.
Now that does suck for Texas because I mean you're 5 states worth of state. Like in Ohio, even Ohio is, you know, it's like if it's in Cleveland, it's like what the fuck do you want me to do about it? But you if somebody's in El Paso,
I don't involve me.
You're like it might as well be Oklahoma.
Yeah. Actually, Oklahoma's closer than El Paso.
Closer than El Paso, yeah.
Let me know about the Oklahoma ones.
You should have like regions of Amber Alerts.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I get it. It's and they also say like kidnapping is technically like I think they got OJ on kidnapping or something because somebody was in his hotel, he was doing a business deal, it went south and they tried to leave and he was like, "No, motherfucker, you're not leaving." And they're like, he kidnapped him. But really we know that wasn't.
That's called, what is that called? That's called something different than kidnapping. Because you're not a kid.
That's what they said in the news, you know? If I hear kidnapping...
False imprisonment. False imprisonment.
Okay. I don't know if you're like me, but when I hear kidnapping, I want some, you know, I want a movie style.
I want to snatch and grab.
Into a van. I want to snatch and grab. Is that what you're getting at here? Is that what I'm...
That's what I'm getting at, yes. I want a classic kidnapping. I don't want any of these pseudo kidnappings.
Now,
you know
take
what I mean?
me on this ride, because I'm with you. I mean, you're out. You get your Amber Alert. Yeah. It's a snatch and grab. It's a classic snatch and grab. They accused me of a snatch and grab. I said I didn't do it.
Just the face.
I grabbed her by the pussy. They said it was a snatch and grab. I said, it's not true. So it's a classic snatch and grab. And you're out driving around. You're running errands. They go, it's a... What's the noise the Amber Alert makes? I forget. You got a noise for me?
Until you slide.
So you were asleep and you heard that.
Yeah.
Now I think
and from Jared's phone too, because it's like you know.
Now,
so
were
it's
they
double that.
synchronized, or was it like a
No,
little
they're
bit off?
slightly
So it
off.
was
They're
like
slightly off.
It's not even like a rhythm to it that you can
It
predict.
sounds like the first edition of a fax machine somehow going
Oh.
off. Like it's like, what? Why
With
are we in the
dial-up
30s?
internet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Donkey internet.
Yeah. Who gave me this donkey internet? Now I know that you're like me. We don't just fall asleep at a certain time and then wake up at a certain time. We go until our bodies collapse, and then we sleep for we hibernate. So when we go down, it's like waking up a bear. I imagine you woke up and you could have ripped someone's neck out.
Yeah, probably so.
Because you were probably deep.
I was yeah.
deep.
Okay. It takes me a lot to get into like a REM sleep.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying.
I gotta like knock myself out with gas.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're finally down. You're taking
down.
mustache rides with Kurt Russell. Okay, you've got a lizard face and donkey arms. You're full dream mode, and then
Yeah. My dreams are that Jim Carrey wants to sleep with me, and then all
That's
of a
right.
sudden I hear this come in. I'm reminded that he doesn't.
So you finally you're on this. Would you like to go on a date with? And you're like, what? Go on a date with who?
Come again.
Alrighty. Like,
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, none of this is real. Back to reality. And Jenny's been taken by her dad, and I don't care.
so you're out running errands. Okay, you see a snatch and grab.
I see it
and
with
it's-
my eyes.
No. You just get the alert. It's
Okay.
in Garland. It's a a blue
Ford Pinto.
Hyundai Sinatra,
Okay.
and you clock that.
Mm-hmm.
You go eat your your sad pickle sandwich. You have yourself a cry in the parking lot after fast food, as you do.
Always.
And then you look up and you see that blue Hyundai Sinatra.
Yeah.
And you go, you clock the license plate. You go, I think I've got my guy.
Yeah.
What do we do now? I want you to take me on this ride. What are you doing? You're seeing it drive out. So you might have to get a little hustle. It just pulled out of the plaza you're in. You might have to now you got to turn on.
Yeah.
What's your play here? Now you take over. What's Angela doing on a classic snatch and grab? And you're the person that's going to have to deal with this. Take me through.
Yeah. I would call the police immediately, follow them, be on the phone with the police as I'm following them, and the police are telling me, don't follow them, don't tail them. And I'm like, well, I got to because Jenny's in there and not on my watch.
Name's Jenny.
I'm going to be a hero today. Well, yeah. That's what it said. So I'm going to follow them. I'm going to be the hero. Okay. This is not about saving a kid. This is about.
I would hope that's what it was about. This is.
I mean, maybe
not.
secondary. If she gets saved, good. That's a bonus. But mostly it's about let's heap praise onto me.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going to follow them. I'm going to do. Did you ever see the movie The Call with Halle Berry?
I think I have.
Yeah. So I'm going to follow that car. Basically, for those who haven't seen, Halle Berry, 911 operator. Somebody witnesses a girl trapped in a trunk, and they're following the car, Yeah. And the whole time they're on the phone. It's crazy. That's going to be my experience tracking down the missing girl. But if anybody starts shooting at me or putting my life in danger, I'm out. Okay? And that's it. But I would love to be a hero.
Yeah, so just and I would like to add more to this story, but before we proceed, I would like to just check the till real quick. So a kid goes missing, an innocent little child. You get an Amber Alert. You're going to be the one that has to tail them and alert the police, keep them updated on the whereabouts. While you're following them, you're not thinking about, is the child safe? Have they been harmed? What's going through your head is front page of the newspaper, your face, confetti.
Maybe a cash
city.
prize.
Cash
Yeah.
prize. The parents said $100,000 to whoever helps
Yeah.
recover the kid. You're thinking newspaper. You're gonna cut a ribbon, which I don't know why you'd cut a ribbon because that's usually for like opening a new business or something. But in your head, you're just
That's what I'm doing.
you're
I'm
going
kissing
like, yeah, I'm
babies.
gonna cut a ribbon.
Signing. Yeah.
And
Maybe
then
they
you're
give me
thinking
a
about
movie deal. Maybe I'm in Marvel movies now.
for sure. And you're thinking about what you'd buy with the cash reward.
Off a tub. Yeah.
And this is while you're driving and you're following. This is
Oh,
all
yeah.
what's going through
Oh, yeah.
your head. Okay.
Mhm.
So I would like to proceed further now that we've just established that. So now let's say the car,
Yeah.
it pulls off here. You kind of get out of the busier area. Now you start kind of like getting into the suburbs. Okay. Now it's clear because you were following them on main roads. It's not clear that somebody's been following. It's not like everybody thinks about cars following like they're fucking spies. It's not like the movies. Like you wouldn't notice a car following you, But now you've pulled off into the suburbs. They turn here, they turn there, they turn there, they turn there. And now it's like there were 4 cars, there were 3, there were 2. Now it's you. It's just you behind them. And now he might be getting a little suspicious because now he's thinking like, wow, this car really has been following me everywhere. And now maybe he's alerted to the fact that you are a civilian that's following. And now he wants to get out of the suburbs. He's going further out of Garland. We're getting to the outskirts. We're going to now get into the industrial part of Garland. We're getting out there.
Yeah.
And he knows that you're following. He pulls in to this old, dilapidated warehouse. Used to be thriving in the 40s or 50s. Now it's just broken windows, and nobody's in there. There's a big gravel driveway that used to be a parking lot. There's nobody around, and you haven't realized this because you've been thinking of all of the things that you're going to buy, the heroism that will be associated with your name. And you've just now realized that you're not you're not onto him, he's onto you. It's just the two of you. So he pulls in here, you pull in. Now what's your move?
Okay, I take off all my clothes.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I take off all my clothes. I run out of the car. I'm like, God, I'm freaking out. What I want to do is I want to like confuse him, put him on his heels a little bit, right? Okay. In my car, as we all know, I carry a gun on me. I'm framed that way. Okay.
Yeah. No,
so I'm
you're
like,
naked.
"Oh, help, help, help!" And I'm like, oh, and I'm just make a big scene.
Now, are we gonna llama lip at any point, or will he be sprayed at any point, or are you saving this for later? In an effort to sneak attack.
I'll spray
if he gets
him.
Close. Are you gonna mace him? Or are you gonna clam mace him?
Clam mace him. I'm gonna do that at the end as a final sign of disrespect. But I'm gonna get my gun involved, and then I'm gonna like shoot his feet or his crotch or something. It'll probably take 4 or 5 times for me to.
I was gonna say, you're very accurate with this thing that you could just.
No,
you're gonna be naked. I mean, where are you holding this? Where are you holstering this bad boy?
No, it's not holstered. It's on my cart. It's on the driver's seat.
Okay, but you're popping out naked. Distraction.
I'm going like this. And then I fall. And I say, call an ambulance. Call an ambulance for you. But not for me, for you. He goes, oh, whoa,
by the way, still buck naked.
Yeah. Yeah. I want
and
that
there's no reason to
be.
be.
Well, I've been working out a little bit more. I think it'd be cool to for that to be part of the story, for my picture to be in the newspaper. I can point back at it one day, show Stevie, be like, I'm a hero, and look pretty good.
Okay. It's like that episode in Sunny where he's like, Mac, you don't need to do a Swedish accent. They don't know who you are.
I'm a Swedish farmer. Yeah, I need to do a Swedish.
So you're going to do a Swedish accent. You're going to be buck naked.
Yeah.
And this is how you're going to confront.
Yeah. Let's just say you're a kidnapper. You're kidnapping Jenny. You're like, got her in the trunk, bag secured. La 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 la.
Yeah. And okay. Here we go.
Then all of a sudden,
I'm the kidnapper. Go ahead.
You're the kidnapper. You pull up. I pull up behind you.
I have a gun on you immediately, and you're naked. And
Help!
you haven't grabbed your
No.
gun.
But why do you have a gun? I'm
Because
just
I'm a
naked
kidnapper.
woman.
What do you
I'm
mean?
just a naked woman who needs help.
I know. Well, now
Can
you have
you
a gun
help
on
me?
you. Now I'm saying, so now you're naked. You
Oh,
don't have your
no.
gun, and I say,
Okay.
get in the trunk, because now you're very clearly following me because of the kidnapping. I go, get in the trunk. Now
Can I put
you've
my
just been napped. Now you've been naked. You've been nakedly napped.
Can I put my clothes on first?
Yeah, I don't do whatever. Sure.
Bam!
Oh, she got me. Wait, no, she missed.
Oh, click, click, click. Damn it. I'm out of ammo.
You missed every shot.
Okay, well.
Like you didn't hit me once.
I'm holding my
He just
arm.
looks
like
around.
this.
Yeah. He goes, I think I'm okay. He calls the girl. He
All
goes, Are
right.
you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. I don't think she hit.
All right. Put
Yeah.
me in the
And the
trunk.
little girl is like, can you come back in? Like, I don't feel safe right now. And you've just now realized the little girl's afraid of you.
Yeah. I've become the
kidnapper-
thing that.
Yeah, she's developed a
like-
little bit of Stockholm. Like, she's like, this
Yeah.
guy's going to protect me from this batshit insane lady.
Well, since I'm now kidnapped, my only choice and like my only course of action would be go back to this guy's house and just fall in love with him and make the best of life with this new guy and this kid.
As we've alluded before, you've got a plan for this. If you ever get kidnapped, you're going to
Just fall in love with
you're gonna
him.
get so clingy to the kidnapper that they are gonna be like, you've got to leave. Like,
Yeah.
it's not you, it's me, you know, because I wanted
Yeah.
to kidnap somebody that would be scared and terrified, but you're not, and you're
like
just
yeah.
always there.
Yeah.
I left the cage unlocked and you just didn't leave.
Yeah.
I said, oh, the door's open. Go call the police. And instead you brought me breakfast in bed.
It's like, what are we watching tonight?
And you go, we're not watching anything.
Oh, come on. There's a new show we should check out.
No,
Let's
you're
watch
you're watching this like torture fucking
He won't watch the
we're
movies
eyes
that I
open.
like because they're too nasty. I don't want to watch Midsummer again.
Fucking what's that? What was that one show? Like Irma and Greg.
Dharma and
What was it?
Greg.
Dharma. Yeah, you're like, are we watching Dharma and Greg? He's like, I don't want to watch Dharma and Greg.
Come on, it's a good show.
You're just watching Dharma and Greg on repeat.
That's such a funny show.
I know, right?
Yeah, Dharma and Greg. I haven't thought
And the
about
whole
that in a long
time, every time there's a laugh track, you look at him.
Why are you laughing? Greg is so funny.
Isn't that funny when you love something and you want to show somebody?
Just like that.
And you're just looking at them to see how they react.
Yeah.
We've all been in both of those positions where somebody shows you something and you're just like, yeah, it's good. And they're like, it's really good, right? Yeah.
Stevie started doing this thing where I will watch her do stuff because I find it cute. And she'll notice me watching her and she'll go, don't look at me. Don't watch me.
Making her self-conscious. She's in her own little world.
Yeah. Just quit looking at me. I'm like, well, damn.
When I was younger, I felt this like I would play with wrestling characters. I wrote my wrestling action figures.
Yeah.
And I would create the whole storylines, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like I'd just be like in there, you know, just like doing my thing. And then like when somebody would like walk in, it'd be like, hey, come on. Like
Get out.
It's like being caught jerking off as an adult where you're just like, you go, hey, come on. You just knock. Like you gotta knock. Like I was playing with my action figures and
vulnerable.
I was very vulnerable. I was doing storylines and you know, you just walked in. Like you gotta knock, like a little privacy.
that's how I feel.
And then my
Okay,
mom was like, "You're 17. You
well,
can't be."
yeah. Well,
I go, "Well, I want to play with action figures." No, I was like, 5 or 6 years old, and I felt that same way. I was like, "Don't watch me. Like, I want to get into my
yeah,
stories here."
yeah. I don't want to feel you're like, oh, yeah. I feel the same way about that, but like with okay,
Adult.
selfies.
Mhm.
You know what? You see people doing selfies or recording videos of themselves out in public.
Mhm.
You see it from time to time out. Especially,
Yeah.
I don't know if but especially in Dallas, you see it a lot. And I always get that feeling like if I try to take a picture of myself or do something in public, I get that feeling like I'm making, like faces in the mirror while I'm doing my makeup or something.
Mhm.
When you're alone in front of a mirror and you do the things you do where you're like, whatever.
I just do this every time I'm in front of a mirror.
That's terrifying. How long?
20 minutes.
Hours.
Don't blink.
But yeah.
No faces.
But you do that mirror thing, where
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
Mhm.
if somebody were to see me do that, I would die.
You
I
would
feel as though
die.
I would die.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
die. But then I'll try to take like a picture of myself out in public or something, and it's just like, nope, can't do it. Like, I can't do it. There's been a couple times I took a video of myself, like being like in a parking lot for a reel one time because I had an idea for a reel. And I felt so stupid, dude. I was like, just get it over with because there's people around. And I felt like they were like, and I was like, I just felt humiliated. I don't know how people can just
Like Logan Paul.
do it. Yeah.
I truly believe that he has like he's for sure a sociopath. I don't
Yeah.
think that like maybe bordering on psycho. Like some people like him are for sure sociopaths, and some of them I think are psychos where they don't have whatever feeling of self-consciousness that others have.
Yeah.
I think they don't understand that they are making other people feel awkward or uncomfortable. And
And even if they
like
did, they
somebody
wouldn't care.
somebody that's that's what I'm saying. Somebody that's self-conscious is like, this is weird for you guys. It's weird. Like, this is weird. I don't want to like make all of you uncomfortable. And I think he doesn't have that like empathy for strangers
Yeah.
or is self-conscious in that way. And like he might be I think people like that, like we needed those people for battle back in the day. Like we needed people who weren't afraid of of just like going into war. Like I don't know if you've heard stories about some soldiers where they're just like, yeah, I didn't feel anything. I was on the front lines and bullets were flying in and I didn't really feel anything. And that allows them to be more efficient as a killing machine because everybody else is shitting their pants and their nervous system is overloaded.
Yeah.
But then there are some people that are just completely blank in those moments.
Yeah.
And
sometimes I would like to be like that in some ways. It's a double-edged sword, isn't
you're just
it?
not.
Yeah, no, I'll never
You're a
be.
good person. I think you're a good person that is reflective and self-conscious and a good like people should be self-conscious.
Yeah.
Not. Got you there. You're not all those things. You're a good person. Not. You suck. But no, I think people like that are just like, it's normal that you feel that way. Like I felt the same way trying to be like, oh, like I should do more content. But then yeah, like you're in front of like other people and you're like, this is awful for them. You can feel that.
Well, I don't know. It depends because we're saying that, but I love it when other people are in public and they're doing it and I get to watch and I get to be like, look at them.
Yeah.
Like that's fun for me. I'm sure it's fun for you. It's fun to watch people do it and be super cringy about it. Well, I don't want to be that person.
Right. But what
I
about
enjoy watching it.
What about the people that they're just like going up to and just like forcing to be a part of their thing? And then some people
I
are
don't like
just
that.
like, yeah, because they're like, you don't know what they're going through, and they're now all of a sudden they're on camera, and it's just like some like fuckboy 20-year-old,
Yeah.
a clavicular looking motherfucker. It's
I
just
hate
like,
that.
what's up, YouTube? Today we've got this guy. Like, he just lost his job. He's not going to be able to collect his pension. He's been working 40 years, and it's looking like it's not going to pay off. Somebody in his family just died. He's behind on rent, and we're going to put him on camera. Hey, bud, why don't you tell us what's going on? And they're like, I want to go home. I want to leave. And they go, no, you can't leave. Come here. They go, stop filming. I don't want to be filmed. And they go, we can. And they go, no, I
It's
don't want to be
public.
filmed. They go, it's public. It's not illegal. And then they go, no, stop. And they're in his face. So they go, no, stop. And then the guy goes, are you assaulting me? And then they just beat up a stranger. And they go, I was assaulted. It's on video. I'm a YouTuber. And it's like, that's what you just brought onto someone's life.
Yeah. Somebody
And
who
then
is
you just-
experiencing the worst, like,
And you
imagine
just
being on
clip farmed
camera
them.
at the worst, your lowest moment in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate anybody. Anytime people post homeless people online, even if they're doing something crazy, they're on drugs and they're doing a crazy dance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. That's the worst moment of their life. Also, hospital pictures. Like, why?
Oh, not
I
a
hate
fan.
that.
I don't like hospital
it.
pictures at all.
No. It's just to show what a good person you are.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a weird feel sorry for me thing. It's not about the person. Would you want to have pictures of you online with tubes and shit all in you? And you're like,
Not in the slightest.
no. So
Yeah.
don't do it to other people.
I'll even go so far as to say I'm not the biggest fan of the people that are like, we're going to go help out the homeless today. Like, hey, man, like, I'm going to buy you 5 cheeseburgers and here's $50. And it's like,
just do it if you want to.
Yeah, just do it. It doesn't have to be on camera. But also, for me, I always feel like there's a part of it where it's like, that's the fee you're trying to pay this guy so that you can clip farm him. Like, so you can clip farm this.
Yeah,
moment.
you're still taking advantage
like
of a
you're
homeless
taking
person.
advantage. Yeah, like what's your story? Like, we just want to like learn about what their story is, and you know, like here's 5 cheeseburgers. Well, 4 cheeseburgers. I had one on the way here, but 3 cheeseburgers because the guy behind the camera had one as well. But here's 2.5 cheeseburgers. Here's this cheeseburger that I ate. I ate half of. You can have that. And here's $20. I'm helping you. And it's like you're clip farming this person.
Yeah, you're gonna make
kind of
what more off of this than
exploiting and manipulating the situation. And they're gonna make a ton off the video. So it's like they're worth millions, and they're like, oh, here's $7. And the homeless guy's like, thank you so much. You just made my weekend.
You want to do a real good deed? You should go on dates with homeless people like I used to.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You said you used to go on dates with homeless people.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily have said that they were dates. But maybe they thought that. Yeah, I'd take them out on the town. Have a meal.
Okay.
Maybe see where it goes.
Okay, so it was a date. That's a date. You took him out for a meal, and you were interested in seeing where it goes. You're describing a date right now. What was your best date? What was your worst date with a homeless person?
One time this guy threw a bunch of loose change at me and called me a cock tease.
You want to dig in, or do you just want to move past this?
I'll dig
Which way
in.
do you want to go? This is goosebumps. You choose your own adventure. If you want to breeze past this, we'll talk about something else. But if you want to elaborate on the homeless man you tried to have a date with that threw change at you and called you a cock tease, I'm totally open to that. Let's hear it.
I just want to say he had an accent.
Of course he did. Swedish, I'm assuming.
No, it was New Zealand.
I'm a homeless man.
I'm a homeless man.
You're a cock tease.
He was living at this like hotel. Okay. And I like knew him from the bar. And we went out clubbing. I introduced him to Andre 3000, who was also at the bar. Anyway, unrelated, but we met Andre 3000 and then we went clubbing. And then at the club, he was like, met this other couple, and he was like, I keep trying to dance with them, but they think I'm gay, and I'm not gay. And I was like, okay. And he just kept telling me, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. And anyway, we left the club. We were walking back to dropping him off at his like hotel. And we walked through this construction site, and I had like slip-on shoes, you know, and there are all these pebbles got in the shoe. And so we got to the front of the hotel, we were dropping him off, and I sat down on one of the benches, and I was like emptying all the rocks out of my shoes. And he was like, so are you going to come up or whatever? Like, are you coming up? And I was like, no, I'm not coming up. Like, I didn't laugh in his face like that, but that was never part of the plan.
Oh,
No.
no. You said no.
No, I was just like passing time with you because it was fun, like a funny thing to do.
I'm gonna go home later tonight, and I'm gonna laugh at you with my friends while we're in the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah.
In my condo high rise. We're gonna laugh about you.
I have my shoe in my hand, and he snatches my shoe from me. And he was like, well, I guess you have to come up now because I have your shoe.
So is he? Oh, so he was a first grader.
Yeah.
He just pulled your hair.
He wasn't all necessarily there, you know?
Yeah.
And he took my shoe, and I was like, I'll leave without my shoe. Like, I don't care about the shoe. And he just got really mad about that. And he reached in his pocket and pulled out whatever he could from his pocket, which was just a couple like loose changes. And he goes, you fucking cock tease, and threw them at me. And I was like, what? And he goes, like, he just like, that's not when he said that yet, but he just waved the shoe at me, and he was like, I'm keeping your shoe. And I was like, okay. And so he goes in, and I like hobble back to wherever I crawl, wherever.
Did anybody pick up the change? Because I like to imagine him being like, I actually do. It's like $1.25. Or did you pick up the change because you're like, I need bus fare?
I can't remember, but it wouldn't surprise me if I did pick up the change. It sounds like
you were worse off than the homeless man in this story. You're without a shoe. You're collecting change that's been thrown at you.
Hobble back.
You're hobbling back.
I'm like, oh my God. And so I get back home. This guy had a phone. I had his phone number. And the next morning, he texts me, and he's like, I'm so sorry about last night. I think I had too much to drink. Like, I'm so sorry I behaved that way. Listen, like, I'm just going to leave your shoe at reception, and you can pick it up, and like, I'm so sorry. I was like, okay, well, you know, yeah. So I go to reception on my way to work. And I'm like, is there a shoe? Did somebody leave a shoe? And the girl's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody's left a shoe. And so I text him, and I was like, hey, reception doesn't have a shoe. And he said, yeah, well, that's what you deserve. I'm keeping he basically was like, yeah, haha, fuck you. And he said, literally, I will keep this shoe until the day I die. I was like, what? And as far as I know, he still has it. So
when you went into reception, did you have a new pair of shoes on, or were you still in the one shoe?
Yeah.
The lady's like, no, we don't have any shoes. And you go, I said shoe.
Yeah. This is its brother. It might look something like this.
It's right there. I go, it looks like that bad boy.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Have you seen it? No, I just showed her its mate, and it's like, huh? Yeah. She was like, no. I'm sure I looked homeless at the time too.
That's what I'm saying. I think you're the.
There was a time in my life I was living on the edge. I was like,
on the edge of a curb in a makeshift shanty.
In the fringe, yeah. I would do.
Society has no bounds. It doesn't. It just.
There wasn't I'll tell you what. There was a period in my life when I was, drinking alcohol every day. There wasn't a person that I met that I wouldn't like explore the world with. You know what I mean? It didn't matter. Like, there were some dudes that showed up at like 2 a.m. at my bar. We're like, we're going to like a secret place that serves alcohol past 2 here. You want to come? And I don't know these guys. One of them was like 6'5", and I thought that was interesting. I was like, oh, you're very tall. Yes, I will go.
What kind of mystery are you, sir? You're 6'5".
Very tall, very tall. I'd like to look at you a bit more.
How
so
did
yes,
you get
I will
so
go.
tall? It's like, I don't know. My parents were tall. And how did they get tall? Their parents were tall. And them? What? I don't know. Just people get tall sometimes.
So they took me to this like Asian restaurant where like you have to go into, there's no like tables out. It's all individual rooms, which was creepy. And you have to go into the room and you pull a curtain so nobody can see you, and they'll serve you alcohol. And these guys were like doing drugs, and I was just drinking, and I was like, fucking yeah, we'll never die. And then I'm pretty sure one of them drugged me, I'm pretty sure, because I know what it felt like to be drunk, and I was on a lot of cocaine. So like you can drink a lot of cocaine. And I just started getting really weird and passy outy, and I fell into like a table full of drinks, and the waitresses were like, oh.
And then you realize they're all wearing masks, and you're like, what kind of Illuminati dungeon have I ended up in? And
then I woke up in a bathtub filled with ice.
Yeah.
And I still have this scar. No, but they ended up calling my friend. They just like looked in my phone and were like, I was like, roommate, call roommate. And they called my roommate. She came and got me.
So they drugged you, and then
once I started falling into stuff and making a scene,
they go, we need to get her out of here. They go, did you guys drug me? You're going to take advantage of me? And they go, well, we're going to call your friend. You need to leave. And you go, no, you guys drugged me.
The restaurant called my friend. The restaurant, because the guys fled.
The guys called your friend.
No.
They're like, I don't think that we should call her friend.
She is too much.
She is too much.
This was a bad idea.
We gave her roofie, but now looking back, I wish we would have saved it for
she handled her
less
roofie
crazy.
like a champ.
Very good. I would like to just leave now.
That's it.
You're like, I'm passed out over here, and they're like, we don't care. Please leave us alone.
I was on so many drugs and things back then that like even a roofie wouldn't. I was a tree. They were like, really? I was like, they were like, we gave her a roofie an hour ago. She's still like dancing on tables. I can handle my tranquilizers.
You're sitting over there. You're just like, oh, I'm passed out. They go, did she just wink at us? What was that? She opened her eyes after she said I'm passed out.
You made these guys Russian.
I'm just asleep over here. Totally asleep.
Yeah.
They're like, she keeps looking at us. I do not know why. I wish she was asleep. I'm going to give her more roofie just so that we can leave.
Yes. Yeah, I used to get in weird situations. There's this girl I used to run around with. Have you?
Mm-hmm. I have.
When? For why?
So when I went out to LA, so it was after I quit my job. I was a case manager. And just worked there for a while after college, and I think I've talked about it before, but it was just one of those things where it was like, this is not what I want to do. Like, you never really know what kind of work you're really going to be getting into, or like what life after college is. Like you get a degree in something, and then you like finally do it, and you're just like, man, I thought it was for me. It just isn't. It's not bad, but I can just tell that this is not like the direction that I want the rest of my life to go. Yeah. So I worked there for a while. I saved up money, and I'd been doing stand-up at the time. I'd started in college, and I was doing stand-up while I worked there, and that's what I felt was pulling me. My college roommates had both they'd kind of like done their own thing, but then they were like, "Hey, like we're linking up again, and we're moving to LA." So I was like, "Well, fuck." Like my job is like, I don't think I like this job, and they're like, "Let's get the band back together, baby." So we got the band back together. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So like a handful of months later, like I planned it out, moved to LA, had my savings. I took about a month to get out there. And I had an SUV at the time. I had a RAV4. It was fucking sick, dude.
Hell yeah.
Like as soon as I started making money, after college, I was like, we're gonna spend it all on a sweet car. Just the worst financial. I mean, now I'm a tableman. I make wise investments.
Yes.
I turn my money into more money through tables.
Yes.
But back then, I was a rapscallion. All right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to look good. Wanted to look good, feel good.
Yeah.
So
I get
this thing was fucking sick. And I ended up I took about a month to get out to LA, and I went up to the Green Bay Packers training camp, and I stayed in Green Bay for about a week. I did some
Did you make the team?
I went undrafted yet again.
Damn.
Yeah, they go Robertson bench press. I go, how much? They said 225, and I was like, put me down for 0. And they go, what's your high jump? And I go, like how high can I jump, or can I get high and jump? Because I'm high right now. I'll jump.
Because no one either.
Yeah. They go, either one. And I go, yeah, no. Answer still no. They go, why did you specify then? So I went up there. I spent about a week in Green Bay. Just kind of went to the training camps every day. It was just cool to check out the city. While I was there, I did some couch surfing. Now, have you heard of this app?
Oh, it's an app.
So it's an app called couch surfing.
See, this is something that only men can do. And I'm jealous because I would love to do something like this.
I'm very aware. So I got this app called it was like couch surfing, and it was like for travelers. It was really like people would get ratings, almost like Airbnb type thing.
Yeah.
People would be able to talk about their experiences with these people, but people were just it was people that had like backpacked Europe. You can tell it was like, the type of person. And they would just be like, yeah, you can like stay for a night. So you would like ahead of time, they would kind of look at your profile, make sure you're normal, and they would be like, yeah, we can host you for the night, and it's totally free. It was just for travelers, helping out other travelers. And so I did that a handful of times. In Green Bay, for example, I stayed with this couple, and it was a white guy and a Chinese woman. They were married, and she had just gotten back from China, and I guess had like shipped or brought like a bunch of like Chinese like herbs and foods or whatever. And they had another couple that they were hosting at their house as well. Dude, we had this like huge Chinese hot pot meal. Have you ever had hot pot?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. I'd never had it before. And we went out, we partied in Green Bay. They just showed us all the local bars. It was just awesome. It was such a good time. Met some new people, and then the next day, you would just kind of move on.
Yeah.
And so there were some experiences like that that was really cool. While I was in Wisconsin, I went further up, like closer to the Canadian border. There was a park up there, either state or national, and I did some camping up there. And dude, I found this really cool campsite, and it had this dope river like going right beside it. And in the morning, sometimes the stream would really pick up, so you could find this spot, and you could just swim and like stay in place. So cool. I used to like exercise a lot more back then. I was in way better shape than I am now. I've grown very soft in my old age.
A tableman's body is soft.
A tableman's body is very soft, very delicate. My mind is sharp. My body is soft. But back then, I was working out every day, so I would wake up in the mornings. I would swim. And it was cold, a little cold too. So like you start.
Yeah, but it wakes you up.
Swim, dude. I'm telling you, like I was
Good for you.
I was like mentally like peak back. Like I was just really enjoying life. I was, you'd meet like other people that were camping and everything. I also had discovered in my like research leading up, knowing that I'd be doing a lot of camping, this thing called an earth oven. Are you familiar?
No.
So an earth oven, if I remember right, it's been a while, but I mean, you basically you just dig a hole, you have a fire going, and you try to find some like very smooth, almost kind of thin rocks. So I'd go down by the river like after my swim, and like I would just kind of search for like rocks that would fit that, like smooth, kind of thin, and you throw them in the fire, like quite a few of them. You throw them in the fire, and for hours you would let them sit there in the fire, really like let the heat just fully, absorb the rock absorb the heat. So then, let's say you take a like a chuck roast or something. So I would take like a chuck roast, I'd season it, some potatoes, I'd wrap it in foil. I dug this big hole. You would fill the bottom with the rocks. You would put the chuck roast in there, and then you would cover it with the rocks, and then you would bury it. You would put the dirt back on top, and you would let it stay in there for like 6 hours. And it effectively is a slow cooker.
I was gonna say it's like a crock pot.
It's exactly what it is. It's an earth oven. Yeah. So I would I'd be preparing these things early in the day, like while I'd have the rocks going early, and then like at noon or something, you start your earth oven. And then by the time dinner rolls around, I would dig it up, and you open that foil, and you just got like tender, pull apart, chuck roast, and potatoes are soft, and man, and like that would be my dinner. So I did that for about a week. And then when it was time to head out, I made my way. I was, just kind of making my way, and I had to go through Nebraska. And I remember I had a couch surfing in Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
And this couple they were a little different. I think when I got there, it was one of those things where they were just like kind of busy, but they were just like, yeah, like we're happy to help. Like, let us know if you could need anything. They were like, it was a really nice room they had set up. And I think they told me, they're like, we're kind of practicing for Airbnb, because this is before Airbnb had really taken off. That's when it was kind of a new concept. So they're like, yeah, like you're kind of like our test run. So it's okay. Like, just let us know if there's anything we can do. So I didn't really like hang with them much, but they were nice. And here's the thing: when you were doing the couch surfing, I know you said it's very different for women versus men. It is 100%. There is that period every time where you'd meet them, where you're like assessing each other, and you're like, "Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I want to make sure they're not crazy. They want to make sure I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
So we would definitely have that. I always brought. I would always try to like bring gifts or something, just like a bottle of wine or something, or like, hey, if you guys would drink or something, like go to the grocery store, pick up something, a bottle. If they smoked, like I had a lot of weed on me for that trip. It was like a month-long trip. So just always tried to have like, like something, or like cover food, or, something like that. So that couple was like, not a whole, they were sweet, but nothing really happened. And then occasionally I would get, like hotels when I needed to. Just kind of recharge and stuff. But then I made my way out to Colorado, and Boulder, Colorado. And for about a week, I stayed up in the I forget which park it was, but they had like those, what they call like 13ers, that I think they'd call them. Like, I think it was like 13 miles. It's either like 13 miles or 13,000 feet elevation. I forget. But anyways, there's a lot of hiking. So I would hike every day. And like the elevation up there was crazy. So you would just be like hiking these mountains, and you could get to like the peak and just look out, and it was heavenly. You'd be exhausted. You'd been hiking all day. You finally get up there, and the view would be incredible. So I did that for about a week. I was just camping, hiking, and like reading at night. I don't read anymore. I don't do anything to nourish my brain
is
in
soft
a healthy
too.
way. My brain is soft. My body is soft. Back then, I was exercising. I was seeing the world. I was reading, and now I watch YouTube reels all day.
Yep.
And I eat chicky fingies.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't read. I watch videos instead.
Yeah.
But no, then I finally, I kind of just did that, and I finally made my way to LA. Now, when I linked up with my college roommates, they were living in the pool house of an ex-porn star.
Cool. Who?
I can't remember. She was like, she's very old. But I remember like one time, like when she was showing us in her house, she had like a whole room dedicated to wardrobe and everything. You would have loved
Cool. Yeah.
it. But we were living in this pool house that was the size of a studio apartment, and we would alternate. There was a hammock outside, and there was enough room to sleep 2 people inside. So we would alternate each night. One of us would sleep on the hammock, and then like one of us would sleep inside. But the hammock was awesome.
Yeah.
So I was just like sleeping on a hammock. And while we were doing this, we were just like looking for a bigger place, an apartment to rent. So we finally found a place in Pasadena, and we found an apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment, which, by the way, like $4,000 a month. Like I'd taken some savings out there and didn't realize that I was going to be blowing through it very quickly.
Yeah.
But anyways, like after we gave like the first and last, like the deposit and all that stuff, I'd spent a month traveling. I was like, oh, I need to tighten up here, with my bank account. Now we were ready to move in to the apartment. We'd planned it out where like the last couple days at the pool house, we're going to overlap with moving in. As soon as our lease is up at the pool house, she has somebody else moving in. We get a call from the apartment complex, and they go like, something happened. It's like, we've got to do this repair in there. It's going to take like 3 weeks.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We've already moved. We've just moved out though of the pool house.
Yeah.
So now,
So you just have to kind of be
now
loose for
hotels
3 weeks.
hotels in LA $200 a night, and
Yeah.
we're like, there's no way we're spending like $4,000 for 3 weeks of
Yeah.
hotels. So we were like, fuck it, let's just car camp.
Yeah.
And we car camped together. We would travel, like sometimes we'd go to like Beverly Hills, and we would just find like you'd find I'm trying to think of like some of the other areas, but like if you go like west of or east of Pasadena or something, like once you get out of LA a little bit, there were some really nice spots. You could go up to, is it Big Bear? Is that the place?
Mm-hmm.
We'd go up there sometimes, and we would just car camp, and
Yeah.
you just.
Do you go to Joshua Tree?
I didn't. My roommate did, because they're like at the beginning we were scared, so we kind of we did it together because we were like, hey, if we all park side by side, if anything happens, we're here.
Yeah.
And it was also like really hard to car camp in these like populated areas.
Yeah.
So we would buy like a bottle of Kamchatka, and we would pour in those workout powders, like a Kool-Aid flavor or fruit punch flavor. So we'd pour those in. It was basically Riot Punch. Because we've got like protein powder and like or pre-workout. It was pre-workout and vodka.
Damn.
So sometimes we would just like mix these together. We would just get hammered and just go out on the town. And then by the time you get back to the vehicle, like your vehicle, and it's time to go to bed, you're just wasted and you can fall asleep easier. It's literally Charlie like eating the cat food.
I was just thinking of his energy balls.
Yeah. We would get
but
so
eating the
hammered.
cat food to go to sleep.
We would jump on this. Some nights we would, just park right by the subway, and we would just jump on the subway, and we would just like explore LA, and we would just travel around. We'd jump off, go hang out, and then we'd jump back on, and the whole time we're just getting hammered. And and then by the time we made it back around to like Pasadena or North Hollywood or something, we'd be so wasted that it was easier to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And we did that for 3 weeks. We were homeless, and it was actually pretty fun.
That sounds like what you're describing is exactly the kind of life like I always pictured myself living in my 20s, you know. And now when I was like drinking and doing drugs and stuff, I wasn't as like worried about like what's gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
But like I always wanted to like backpack through Europe by myself, just travel solo and like learn as much as I can and meet as many people as I can and do all these experiences. And I thought like there's something really romantic about the idea of doing it by yourself and just like depending on yourself and learning all these things as you go and, deepening your well of experience kind of thing. But it's just like I would get trafficked
I know it is different.
Almost assuredly. Like I'm not like I know myself now at this point. I was kind of delusional and I'd be like, I can protect myself and I can do, no I can't. No I can't.
I get it.
And it's not fair. It's not fair.
There was one night when we were on Riot Punch and we were just on the subway. Man, it's so fun to just like get hammered. You jump off and you go like,
yes, it's fun.
Let's hang out here for an hour, and then you just jump back on and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
We ended up in Hollywood. It was midnight or so when we jumped back on, and I think we were staying in North Hollywood, which is actually like it was like a 40-minute train ride. Like it wasn't that close, even though North Hollywood, like so we jumped back on the subway, and it's stopped. We're hammered. Like we're kind of done for the night. We had all the energy earlier, but now we're just like, I'm ready to get home and fall asleep in my car.
Home is car.
Home is car. And the train comes to a stop, and the guy's like, the conductor's like, dude, there's a problem with the train. Like you guys need to get off here. They go, this is not going to be fixed. So we get off. I mean, just in the middle of
how far from your car would you say?
Oh, I mean, an hour's walk.
Oh, okay.
And we, I mean, like I said, we were broke, so we were like, we're not paying for an Uber for an hour. Like, fuck that. That'll be like $100. Yeah. So we get out, like we're in the middle of Hollywood, and it's 2 a.m. and that's when all the weird people are out, and we're walking, we're like walking down, and we're like, we should be loud.
Yeah.
So that,
come across as like,
yeah, like we're drunk and loud.
You should be scared of us. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're drunk and loud, and we're like trying to like scare other people off that we feel might harm us. But like you said, if you're walking on the other side, you're looking at two drunk, loud guys, and you're like, I'm in danger. Like they're the dangerous ones.
Yeah. Which is what you wanted.
I guess, but like it's crazy how off and a realization I had where I was like, everybody that was walking past each other and sizing each other up at 2 a.m. was probably like scared of each other. Everybody's scared of each other.
Yeah. 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 When I was in LA at 2 a.m., had to get on a bus to go to wherever, and there was like, it was like 2:30 a.m. There were people literally on the bus just going. Just like
that's nuts, though.
I was like, oh shit, I'm alone. This is scary. I told you that story about the guy. I ended up just sitting next to like, you look normal and my age.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, we're friends. If shit goes down, we'll help each other. We need to make alliances.
Yeah. Yeah. Alliances were made.
It's like getting stranded on an island. Like very quickly, you're like, I got to make alliances because there's a lot of unrest here, like unpredictability. Like we don't know what's going to happen. So I need to team up with some strangers who seem normal.
Yeah.
But that was my homeless experience in Los Angeles.
I will say, even because I've told you the story of my train ride and everything, and the guy I met who helped me, and we smoked weed in the tree, and then we rode the train together and listened to Bob Dylan, that whole story. That's like one of my, I've traveled alone a couple times, but like to see people, like, that was one of the only really times where I was like traveling alone by myself as a woman, just had to rely on myself and like make connections with people. Didn't have any money, didn't have a phone, like I just have to be scrappy and figure it out and get where I need to go and make alliances and haggle and do the thing. And it was like it ended up being one of the most like one of the coolest experiences I've ever had, just that alone. And it's
I
like,
think
man, I wish I could have more like that. What? Why?
I think it's because I think so many people live their lives wondering what they're capable of and never truly testing their limits and seeing what they are made of. And there's always that doubt. There's doubt where it's like, how would I react in a situation? Like we talked about the kidnapping thing earlier jokingly, but it's like people think about, I think in situations where it's like, how would I react? Like, would I fight or flight? Would I cower? Would I be the hero? I think a lot of times people have these doubts, and some people I think are overly confident. They're like, oh no, I'd be the hero. I would always do the right thing. And it's like, you probably would have been the most likely to be a Nazi back then, because they all thought, like, a lot of these people were tricked into doing, like,
Yeah.
it's very easy to think you're the hero in a situation.
Yeah.
So, and you're not. So
Mhm.
like, I think a lot of people wonder what they're made of, if they would have been on the right side of history, if they would have done the right thing, and to experience it, and to, I think, reach the kind of the end of your capabilities and know what you're made of.
Mhm.
I think that is a powerful thing and something that stays with you. And I
Yeah.
think the reason you look fondly on that is probably because of the way that you handled it.
Yeah, like, I
And
was tested, and I, like, came out, and I made the best of a bad situation and, like, had a good experience from it. And
yeah,
it did give me a sense of confidence that, like, "Oh, I am capable of, like, surviving
yeah,
something," you know? Or, like, it just gave me that knowledge about myself that, like, "Oh, I am a little bit scrappier than I think I am. Like, I'm capable of more than I think I am." And also like, people are such a big part of that, where it's like, wow, like, I would have never had that experience if it weren't for him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like people are such a valuable resource. Don't be afraid to depend on people,
mhm.
even just for a little bit.
I think it gives you a quiet confidence to step foot into the unknown, no matter
Hmm.
how that presents itself in life. Like, that could be workforce, that could be relationships, that could be traveling, um, socially, personally, whatever it is. Like, when you're about to step into that unknown, where other people might get overstimulated or overrun with negative
Hmm.
emotions, there's a part of you that is like, I don't know what I'm going into, but I know it's similar. This is a similar feeling that I felt years ago, and I know how I came out of that.
Yeah.
So it gives you a quiet confidence to go into something with um, knowing
Yeah.
that whatever it is, I think I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, time
I feel like that's
flies.
finally when I started drinking water.
Just
I would drink.
just vodka and Kool-Aid before then,
Yeah. I think Fireball.
which is the worst. Like, looking back, you can smell Fireball now and be like, that is
Oh, I like a
so
physical,
bad.
like, I can think of, like I almost want to throw up because I like the recall, you know what I mean? Like the
I know what you mean.
like
Yeah, I have that with wild turkey.
oh, and Jack
That
Daniel's
bad.
honey, I have it with Jack Daniel's
Ooh,
honey.
no, love Jack Daniel's honey. So I don't have that with the
Don't
honey.
drink too much of it.
Little Crown
It's
vanilla.
oh, okay, we got to stop. I'm going to actually throw up.
Huh? Yeah.
No. Crown apple.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I feel like I'm going to throw
Here we
up
go.
so bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, Angela's going to go throw up. Thank you for tuning in. This is Trippin with Austin and Angela. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, check everything out. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Our pets' heads are falling